Hi, everybody. I want to wish everybody who is Jewish a happy Lag BaOmer. Lag BaOmer is today, and I wanted to do an episode about this very lesser known Jewish holiday. We don't really celebrate it that much in the mainstream non Orthodox community that I am a part of and grew up in. But on the contrary, there are a lot of people who are more Orthodox, or people in Israel, or whoever. They celebrate this holiday, and traditionally Jewish people celebrated this holiday as a time where people got their haircuts, and they used to have weddings and whatnot. But a lot of people don't really know, like, what is it? What is Lag BaOmer? And Lag BaOmer is a holiday that is commemorating the death of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, who was a rabbi that lived around after the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 CE, and he settled and lived in this cave in the town of Ki'in, which is in, I think, northern Israel. It is actually a Druze village, and he lived there and ate from the carob tree, and supposedly, like, carob gives you all the nutrients you need to survive. And in that cave, he supposedly wrote the Zohar, which is this mystical works piece of literature that revealed the deepest secrets of God's creation. And so, according to a lot of Orthodox people, or just Jewish people who study Kabbalah in general, this is like a way that we commemorate his life as opposed to mourning his death, because he revealed a lot of these mystical secrets to the outside Jewish world. And so traditionally, that's another reason why you traditionally have get your hair cut, because cutting your hair, or like having payos, for a lot of Orthodox and Hasidic Jews, is a way to show your devotion to God. And so that's one reason why they always get their haircuts, and they form the payos and trim their beards and whatnot. Another way that we commemorate it is through bonfire. And I guess I'm not 100% sure why they have bonfires, but I guess a bonfire is like a giant candle, and because they want to commemorate his death, like a candle, they would light a bonfire. So traditionally, we would light a bonfire. Another tradition that we do is shooting bows and arrows and doing archery, and that is because I think Shimon Bar Yochai was also like a military leader that helped fight against the Jewish wars against the Rome after it was destroyed. And a lot of you guys who know about like the Masada, and I think his name is Yochanan Bar Kokhba, who led another revolt, but this was before he helped lead a small military victory against the Roman Empire. And that's another reason why they shoot bows and arrows for Lag BaOmer. And it's also a chance that they use the bow and arrow also to symbolize about getting them, being on the mark in your life, is like a life lesson. And like we got to keep shooting the path of like righteousness or whatever. They use it as a tool to sort of make their lives better. So yeah, this is a kind of slightly lesser known holiday, but it's a fun holiday, and everybody is celebrating and drinking and singing mystical works of poetry and whatever. And so a lot of people have a good time and whatnot. It's quite the opposite of the way that Jewish people traditionally acknowledge death. And I think that's something that's really interesting about the Jewish tradition, is that we're celebrating this guy's death with like a party as opposed to something else, because of what he, I guess, revealed to the Jewish people, or what he thought was the revelation of God and his legacy towards the Jewish people. I wanted to mention one more thing. I have a friend who is from Ghirba in Tunisia. I think that's what it's called. And she told me about this synagogue that a lot of Jewish people go to, and they light candles and they go on pilgrimage there. And she was showing me like photos and videos of the people, I guess from her friend or something. It was either her video or her friend sent it to her, and then she sent it to me, and I was like, wow, this is really, really cool. I just want to give a shout out to my friend. Her name is Maha. So yeah, thanks for showing me that video. I really appreciate it, and I would love to go to Tunisia someday and visit the Jewish community in Ghirba and Djerba and all those places in Tunisia. So yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good holiday for those of you who are celebrating.